Okay, I'm just going to start the app now and get rid of this. Yeah. So the app is called ConcertMate, and basically what it is an app that displays currently what it does is an app that displays upcoming events with the ability to favorite different events. And then when an event is your favorite, you can add notes to it, and it displays the notes to it as well. Now, so when the app starts, we send an API request to Ticketmaster to get most current events, musical events, and we get, I think, 200 of them back. That's the limitation. And we populate a recycler view with it. Now we have the option to search for a concert or event name. So if we click here and say type in say Ozzy for Ozzy Osbourne, we have a message saying, look, no results found, please change the filter information. That's planned. So let's say we can look for Foo Fighters as they're common. And there we go, 2 events, Ideas Arenas. There we go. That's the filter or search, due to the fact that there's a limitation of 1 request per 5 seconds. I think it was, something around that. Anyway, there's some request limitation. That's why the API the search works, that you have to actually submit the query before the filter starts working. There's nothing, no changes on the exchange. Another filter that we have is by using the floating action button. So on click here, it opens up a new filter. We can select from and to date, and we can also select different genres or categories, whichever someone calls them, and you can select multiple of them. You don't have to you don't have to limit yourself to only one category. So in this case, let's just pick, say, hard rock metal, pick the date. I know for a fact between June and July there is someone. July, there we go. Okay, that's our thing. Now here we actually have a calendar. I forgot to mention this, just to make it easier on the users for selecting dates. So if we filter, there we go. Different bands, tickets, and that's it. And then another thing is this checkbox, which actually is an icon. It is checkbox that on click you get the animation of the heart being filled down, which means you favorited the concert, and it actually gets stored then into our Eclipse, into our Firebase, and is being added to our favorites tab over here. Now, when if you click on it again, it gets deleted. Now, then on click here, if you click on event, we get a new fragment, giving you more information about the actual band or the events, the date, time, subgenre, genre. Now, depending on what information we get from the API, the date could be here as to be decided, as the date hasn't been set yet. Also, some of them, Jesus Christ, excuse me, some of these buttons here, image buttons, might not be actually available due to the fact the API did not actually have a link for either Twitter, Facebook or YouTube account. So if we say just click on Facebook, it actually opens up a new Facebook page. There we go, and with Metallica's Facebook page, same thing with YouTube, and same thing with Twitter. Another thing is here, venue. It displays more information about the venue, like the name of the venue, the address, postcode, park information, and accessible information. Obviously, as you can see here, the postcode, parking, and accessible isn't actually available in the API. That's why I have a placeholder text being NA that is not available. And yeah, and you can add it to favorites from here as well. Now, if we go back and go into actual favorites, so here we have different events that the user have, or me in my case, added to favorites. You can filter again. Now, here we're actually using a custom Firebase UI. And the reason it's custom is originally Firebase doesn't actually support filtering per se, so I did customize it that we actually have a filter now. So if I start typing anything, in this case Foo Fighters, it actually filters on each press of the letters, or in my case I'm using a keyboard. Well, same thing here, if we start typing, there we go. You can close that now. You can unfavorite events here. I'll just leave it who that is. There we go. Gone, removed from the database. If you want to add it again, you have to go through the concerts and find the concert itself, and then just go into here. So it's pretty much the same information, same idea. The only difference between a concert that isn't in your favorites compared to the one that is, you have a new tab available called Notes. That's only if an event actually is in your favorites. So if you go into here, at the moment it's actually blank, but what you can do is, using this icon here, it allows you to add new notes. So let's just say brilliant, and save it. There we go, and just add another one for the sake, and another one. There we go. So there you go, it displays your notes. You have the ability of actually, if you click on it, you can edit it, change something, or delete it, like here. Also, another thing is, on the long press, you have the ability to delete multiple of them at the same time, like this. And that's pretty much the whole app. There isn't anything else. That's pretty much all the features, so thank you very much.